Welcome to another development update for Cushy. I've been working on adding various dialogue support, and specifically my main goal was to get to the file pickers. But when I looked at the RFD crate, which is I think one of the more popular ways to show system dialogues in a cross-platform way in Rust, they had a message box or a message dialogue interface that allows you to do like an OK cancel dialogue or yes no, etc. And that seemed like a simpler API to work with to start with. And I also had this vision that I wanted to let you show these dialogues directly in Cushy if you wanted to as a layer. And so I started with the message box. I knew that'd be a lot easier. So we have the ability to show the app level message dialogue, which allows you to still interact and obscure even the dialogue itself, because it's kind of app modal instead of local to a specific window. But if you want to block a window from being interacted with while the dialogue's open, you can just by opening it above the window instead. So I'm going to make a couple beeps here. Sorry. Hopefully the mixing that I'm doing is properly balanced. And so that just shows that you can't actually touch the window while that dialogue's open. And then the last option is to show it as Cushy rendered modal layer, I guess is the way to phrase that. And that also supports the ability to use like default buttons like that to hit return or whatever to close the dialogue. And this is the full example here. That's a very short one. Down here we have the same message that we show in all contexts, and really each of the buttons is only a little complicated because we need a clone state that gets into the closure, because these buttons can be clicked multiple times. And so yeah, each button just changes which target it's actually opening on top of. That's it. So that was honestly not that much work to put together. But then I realized that once I had this goal of putting a message dialogue above as a modal layer, I might want to do that as the file picker. And I don't have a list widget yet. So this was going to be fun, to say the least. Obviously, the main feature that people actually really care about is the ability to just come in and open up a file dialogue. And we can come over here and see a little bit of how this works. This one's a little more involved because of all the options, and there's different actual data types. But here's the actual file picker definition for what we're showing. So the API is very fluent with a builder style interface. We allow us to pick our types of Rust source, and we come over here and show that dialog again. We see that we get the Rust source option down here, and we're just seeing Rust files only. And if we click cancel, we get none back and that sort of stuff. And then just like the other example, though, somewhere here we'll have where we just open, show a picker in, and we have this target, which is a impl pick file. And it turns out that app, window, handle, and modal all implement it. And so we have, show in modal layer, show above window, and show an app, all calling that same helper function, just passing in the different type, just like we had in the message box example. So if I come over here and click on show as modal layer, we get a Cushy native dialog, which is very, very lacking in features, and it has a lot of bad behaviors, but it also works surprisingly well for how little time I've spent on it so far. I'm not going to try to estimate it, but I've been impressed with my own project. So that's all that really matters, right? I clicked on select multiple, and then I didn't actually show that this thing supports selecting multiple files. So we'll do that, and there we go. So anyways, I am working on trying to get 0.5 out the door, but I think that I'm still going to be tweaking a little bit with the modal API that will probably result in a couple of breaking changes. And so I'm probably going to estimate I'm about at least 2 weeks out from a release for 0.5. So if you'd like to come and check out these features, these are in the main branch. The filepicker.rs and messagebox.rs are the two examples that I showed off tonight. I welcome all feedback, and thank you for watching.